Hey guys, today I'm going to talk about how to manage different styles of working between you and your senior generations in the family business. Now, you being the next gen family business leader, I would suggest that you look back and look at your working style. You look at how it is different from that of your father or your uncle or your aunt or your mother or whoever is your सीनियर इन द फैमिली बिजनेस. एक बार देखो उनका क्या डिफरेंस है आपके वर्किंग स्टाइल्स में. A lot of times what happens is the next gen struggles with the difference in working styles of us versus our seniors in the family business. We have to understand the fact that this difference is maybe due to the generation gap, is due to the different forms of education, is due to different exposures that we've had in our in our lives, in our different businesses. This difference could also be a major reason that could cause kind of a friction between you and your elders in the business, and also it could cause a friction between you and the team, the team in the business. So what do these different style of working look like? For example, there are certain people who like to get work done in person. They enjoy, and there are these seniors, you would notice that they want everything in person on the table with a physical sheet of paper, with a physical document to review the report, versus the other kind of working style, which is the next gen, the millennial and the Gen Z style, where we are more savvy and more comfortable with maybe using a phone or emails, or maybe having a soft document and getting things done. Not very happy with meeting face to face, unless it's the most important thing or it can't do without it. So lately, I have experienced this in one of my case studies, where the elder generation, which is the father and the uncle, they really want everything done on paper. They really want everything on the table, and they would invite their entire team for the discussions in the office. And a lot of times they don't even have to invite or call the team just shows up. They just knock on the door, and in some cases they won't even knock on the door. They just barge in and show up. This is the decision that needs to be taken, or this is the problem that I'm solving, or that needs to be solved. Now, when the next gen joins the business, and they definitely in a year or two they have their own small or big office space, and in the office space, when they experience the same employee or the same manager barging in, they get a sense of a personal space being someone's entering their personal space, and there has to be a sense of permission or a sense of intimation. Is it a good time to meet, or is it a good time to talk? That is being expected by the next gen. Now what happens here, it creates a lot of confusion. It creates a confusion between the manager, the employee, between the senior generation and the next generation. Now what exactly here the dynamic is, consider the name of the employee is Mr. Sharma. I always use Mr. Sharma is the standard name, so it's just for the sake of an example. So Mr. Sharma shows up to the senior generation's office, and sir, ye document sign karna, and the senior generation is used to it. They are doing it for 10, 20, 30, 40 years, and that's how they are used to working. So now Mr. Sharma shows up, gets the thing done, and he leaves. And that's how life has been also for Mr. Sharma for the last 10, 20 years, since the time he's been working in the organization. Now the next gen shows up, starts taking reporting from the same Mr. Sharma. Now Mr. Sharma is not very comfortable, because the next gen is like 1, 2, maybe 3 years in the business. What kind of experience does he have? Has the next generation established their credibility? What kind of goals or results have the next generation produced in the business? We are not talking, Mr. Sharma does not care about your degree that is hanging on your wall. Mr. Sharma only cares about what have you achieved for the business? How many projects have you done in the business? How much money have you made the business? How many clients have you brought in the business? This is what Mr. Sharma cares about. And then he comes in your office, or maybe for some decision that you are taking. Now the scenario may be that your senior here, being your father, mother, uncle, whoever you're reporting to, is not in office. So then clearly he goes to you and asks you for a certain decision or a certain point of view. And then when he barges in, you go really like, hey man, you need to ask my time before, because that is what we have been conditioned in our business schools and in our different, maybe working in a job prior to this, that you're supposed to take an appointment and take a meeting and then schedule that and put it on Google Calendar and then accept that meeting request and then show up. To which he goes like, hey man, that has never happened in my life before. So now he's questioning himself कि what exactly is going on. ऐसे तो पहले नहीं होता था. And definitely now the amount of time, the approachability, the open door policy that the elder generation has had all this while is now being changed by the next gen. Is it welcome by Mr. Sharma? I am not sure. So the solution here, ladies and gentlemen, my next generation family business leaders, is very simple. You got to align. You got to align with your senior in the business. And the ideal situation here is one person reports to one person. Now, if Mr. Sharma reports only to you, which is the next gen, you can lay out a certain criteria or a certain rule book, so to say, कि यार this is, मेरे को ना ऐसे काम करने में सही लगता है कि अगर आपको मेरे से मीटिंग करनी है तो आप मेरा टाइम लीजिए, या अगर आपको मेरे से कोई डिसीजन लेना है तो मुझे ईमेल पे डालिए. Don't just come at them right away saying कि यार this doesn't work for me. You got to have a seat with him, have a cup of tea with him, and then explain to him. So the step number one, have one person report to one person, because Mr. Sharma will be going crazy here if for the next gen he has to make a different kind of working, and for the elder one, for the senior gen, he has to make a different kind of setup. So it's Mr. Sharma going crazy now कि यार बड़े वाले जो सर हैं हमारे, उनको तो पसंद है कि हम मीटिंग में आएँ और उनके पास कागज़ प्रिंट करके लाएं, और वही मीटिंग में कागज़ प्रिंट करके अगर हम हमारे छोटे वाले सर के पास जो नेक्स्ट जन है उनके पास लेके आते हैं तो ये हमारे से he doesn't like it. So it's better that you and your father, or you and your elder person, brother, whoever is working in the business, जिनके ये point of views different हैं, get it clear. Ideal situation, one person reports to one person. In case that is not the situation, have a clear conversation कि शर्मा जी, मुझे ऐसे पसंद है काम करना, मेरी वर्किंग ऐसे चलती है, मुझे आप मैसेज करके आइए या मुझे आप कॉल करके आइए, या मेरे से आपने जो डिसीजंस लेने हैं वो व्हाट्सएप मैसेज पे या कॉल पे या ईमेल पे होंगे, और जो मेरे फादर हैं उनके साथ आप ज़रूर मीटिंग में करिए. Have a clear line laid out here. I think that would work really well. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Looking forward to see you in person someday.